right now.
Over the next few hours, temperatures will plummet all around the Alamo City.
And it's not just going to be the cold. The winds are also expected to pick up. And we've been talking about this all week long. Mia Montgomery is tracking that arrival. Mia?
Yeah, we've already started to see some of that cold air move into portions of the hill country. And really, we're going to see those temperatures drop over the next few hours here in San Antonio. And that will continue as we head into the afternoon and especially into the evening hours. You can see we have some freezing temperatures here this lunchtime hour. Junction actually went from 54 degrees to 29 right now in a matter of about 40 to 45 minutes. So this cold front definitely means business. Now down to 39 in Fredericksburg. We're sitting in the upper 50s and low 60s here in and around the San Antonio area. 57 is the current temperature here in town this hour. But again, we are going to see those changes quickly move in as that cold front moves into the Bexar County area around the 1 to 2 p.m. time frame. You will know that this cold front has reached your area because not only will temperatures drop, but this front is going to kick up a very gusty north wind. We've already seen some wind gusts in the range of 25 to 30 miles per hour across portions of the hill country. And I think this afternoon we could see those north winds gust upwards of 40 to even 45 miles per hour, essentially ushering in that colder air into our area. Also, we'll see a little bit of sun later today, but really the big story is going to be those quickly dropping temperatures. I think by sunset, we're already near that freezing mark. And of course, with that gusty north wind in place, those wind chill values are going to drop pretty quickly as well. In fact, tomorrow morning, we could wake up to feels like temperatures in the single digits here in San Antonio. So overall, expect it to get pretty windy. You will want to make sure that those Christmas decorations and inflatables are secured. And of course, it is going to get very cold here throughout the afternoon and into the evening. Hard freeze expected by wake up time Friday. But the good news is we're not expecting any travel issues across South Central Texas. So we're going to time all of this out, get you a better look at our future cast here over the next 24 hours and into the holiday weekend in just a few, guys.
Thank you, Mia, for that information. Now happening today, some relief for those in need. Bexar County and the city will be opening up 7 warming centers in just a couple of hours. Now, 7 warming centers will open this afternoon at 3 for anyone who needs to escape the cold. Now, via bus rides to and from a warming center are totally free for passengers. Just be sure to let the driver or reservation agent know. So if you're heading to one of those warming centers today, be sure to take any essentials you may need.
Anyone that wants to go to the centers should pack some clothing, supplies, any medicine that they might need. We will have kennels available in a separate location for the 3 city facilities. That's Normoil, Southside Lions, and the Garza centers. Service animals are invited at the other locations with the county as well.
The city of Boerne has a warming center that's open right now. It will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. through Monday in the community room at the Patrick Health Public Library. We have all this information on KSAT12.
And CPS Energy is also keeping an eye on the weather this noon. The utility company says it's ready for the frigid temperatures. Part of CPS Energy's response plan includes bringing all of its power sources online before the cold front moves in. It says it has winterized its plans since the 2021 freeze. And while precipitation is not expected to be an issue, high winds are still a concern. A spokesperson for the company says its team is already on standby. You can report down power lines at 210-353-4357. CPS Energy is also holding off on disconnections over the holiday weekend. And a reminder, the entire Weather Authority team always has the latest on the app. Keep track of temperatures and any chances by downloading the Weather Authority app right now. Do that. Just scan the QR code on your screen just above Adam and Mike.
New this noon, one of the most wanted fugitives in Texas is now behind bars. This comes after he was caught right here in San Antonio. U.S. Marshals and DPS special agents arrested him at an apartment. Now, according to DPS, Sullivan has a lengthy rap sheet. Over the past 18 years, some of his convictions include burglary, theft, and unlawful possession of a firearm. Now, law enforcement has been looking for Sullivan since August of last year.
And right now, police are trying to find the person on your screen in connection with a robbery investigation. Back on December 4th, a suspect walked into a Walmart on the west side near Highway 151 and Military Drive. Officers tell us the suspect pulled out a gun and robbed the store and ran away, only to jump into a dark colored car. If you know something that can help police solve this case, call Crime Stoppers at 210-224-STOP. What may have started as a case of road rage sent two drivers to a hospital and left the home with damage. San Antonio police say a third driver is to blame for causing the trouble, sending a big rig off of a southeast side highway into that home. Katrina Weber spoke with a passenger in that truck who says he didn't think he would survive.
This is the aftermath of anger, according to San Antonio police. They say this big rig was sent way off course before 8 this morning by another driver's road rage.
Lo que hicimos es que para no chocarlo, ¿verdad?
Anselmo Alonso says the big rig driver tried his best to avoid an angry driver who got in front of him and slammed on his brakes on Interstate 37 near Hot Wells. Alonso was the passenger in the big rig. He says the sudden movement caused their trailer to sway, hitting a hatchback. The truck driver not only lost control, but lost his seating.
Se cayó así. No supe.
He says he's not sure how the door opened, but the big rig driver fell out. Alonso, meanwhile, was still inside the truck as it left the highway and hit a house. Police say luckily no one was home at the time. Alonso says he was expecting the worst. He thought for sure he and the truck were headed straight for one of those metal light poles, but somehow the truck avoided them. He thanks God that he was able to walk away from it. Both the big rig driver and a woman in the hatchback were taken to a hospital with injuries. Police spoke with another driver at the scene who they believed might be involved, but they did not make any arrests. Katrina Weber, KSAT12 News.
And the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center is holding a 2-day blood drive at Ingram Park Mall. Winterfest is happening right now, and it continues tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. During the event, there will be some added incentives for donors. They will receive a free medium pizza voucher, a day pass to SeaWorld, a Grinch t-shirt, and rewards store points. And donors can redeem those points for gift cards. You can make an appointment online at southtexasblood.org/Winterfest.
Today, an HEB tradition hits a milestone as it hosts its 30th annual Feast of Sharing. The annual community event is expected to feed more than 10,000 people at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. Doors open at 11 a.m. The event ends at 3 in the afternoon. The convention center will be filled with good food, live music, activities for the family, and of course, Santa. VIA is offering free rides to and from the feast. The Feast of Sharing is free and open to the entire public.
Now listen, Patty and folks at home, we all know it's not the Christmas season in San Antonio without tamales. For many, it's a staple during the holidays.
And as photojournalist Azian Bermia found out, sometimes the tradition involves waiting in long lines, especially if you're headed to Tellez Tamales.
Welcome to Tellez.
Thank you. 6 pork, 2 chicken, and 2 beef.
8 pork, 4 beans.
We got here at 2.
We got here at about what time?
3 a.m.
This is 4 chicken.
Driving from Cibolo because these just nothing compares to these tamales here.
It's a waste of money going somewhere else. I got here at 4. I do this every year.
3 pork and 2 beans.
5 chicken jalapeno, 8 pork, 3 beef.
You know it's bad and you need a whole cart to take everything out.
They're the best tamales in San Antonio, man. I mean, I've tried all kinds of tamales, but this one here, they're some of the best tasting tamales I've tried in San Antonio.
19 pork and 8 chicken.
called my mom, and she was like, "You're at dance?" I was like, "Well, I was." She's like, "Go back, go get me some." I have to get 5 more dozen.
My dad was coming early when they were kids, and now we're doing it.
150. This is going to be debit or credit?
You just got all your tamales. What are you going to do next?
I'm going to Disney World.
Yeah. I hear these are the best tamales. Is this true?
There you have it, and now I'm officially hungry. But as the year winds down, we're taking a look back at some of the biggest headlines. What had people talking in the world of entertainment?
As the temperatures fall in Texas, other states are dealing with a snowstorm. But all that nasty weather up north could affect travel plans for folks right here in our community. All right, welcome back. We want to take you out right now. This is our trans guide. This is on the west side. This is a shot near Loop 410 and Marbach, where, as you can see, there's a backup. We've been telling you about this all morning long. So if you can, I know a lot of people are out shopping still. Try to avoid that area.
Yeah, if you're making any plans to hit the road right now, northbound lanes, there appears to be a major backup. How long this is going to last for is still unclear, but just keep in mind that situation is playing out right now again near Loop 410 and Marbach.
All right, Americans are seeing a major Arctic blast, keeping much of the lower 48 trapped in frigid temperatures.
That's right, and air travel is especially hit hard by the severe weather as thousands are trying to get home for the holidays. CNN's Pete Moonteen has a look at the storm's impact from Chicago O'Hare's airport, one of the nation's busiest.
The biggest pre-Christmas travel day is meeting a major snowstorm threatening holiday travel plans nationwide. Blizzard conditions are forecast here at Chicago O'Hare, where the airport was expecting Thursday to be its busiest.
Confirmation number.
Perry Hunn rescheduled his Christmas trip to California to leave early.
We thought it'd be best to escape and get out just a little bit before to avoid the weather.
A forecasted 2.9 million passengers flying through Chicago are being met by 350 pieces of snow removal equipment and 400,000 gallons of de-icing fluid for taxiways and runways.
Here at United Airlines Operations Center in suburban Chicago, they're meeting nearly every hour about the weather, but they know delays and cancellations are inevitable.
It seems like a lot of collaboration.
A lot of collaboration.
VP of Operations Joe Hines says United is preparing for the most passengers it's seen since the start of the pandemic. Customer solutions teams are now scrambling to save trips by rerouting passengers through other connecting airports.
I wouldn't use the term meltdown, but it will be very, very challenging. But I can tell you we have the best team working on it. So if customers are out there and they see themselves delayed, know and understand that we look at each and every customer.
Nationwide, AAA says 1 in 3 Americans will travel this holiday. 102 million will be driving, on top of the 7 million who are flying. But the weather could throw it all off.
I think there's going to be a pretty severe number of delays and cancellations.
Last Christmas rush, airlines canceled 5,000 flights amid a coronavirus surge and staffing shortages. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg has been coming down on airlines for the disruptions they can control, but they cannot control the weather.
We have major weather events hitting hubs that affect major airlines. So unfortunately, a lot of travelers are in for some disruption.
All right, and those temperatures arriving here pretty soon.
That's right. You know, we're lucky here in San Antonio that that's not our situation, but I know we're expecting some winds.
Yep.
We don't want any flying snowmans and Santa Clauses out there.
We don't want that. But yes, it is going to get pretty windy and pretty cold. Thankfully, roads not going to be an issue here in South Central Texas. But yes, for those that are kind of traveling out of state, especially to the Northeast, those delays are definitely something to take seriously. Kind of crazy to see how much of the lower 48 real estate this cold front is affecting. All right, a quick look at our aquifer level this Thursday, up 1/10 of a foot, 638.4. 2 pollens, still molds and mountain cedar, but they're both low, so that is the good news. After the break, we're going to get you another look at where that front is now and where it's going to be here over the next couple hours in just a few. All right, so we've got a couple more days until Santa Claus comes to town. Today, the big Arctic cold front that's been highly advertised over the past week or so is coming to town. I'm going to show currents pretty regularly throughout the remainder of this newscast just because it's going to be very important here over the next few hours as we see just that cold air continue to work its way farther down to the south. You can see here in San Antonio and the majority of our area, we're still in the 50s and a few low 60s as expected, but just up to the north, already below freezing temperatures in Junction, stretching over to Ozona out in West Texas, just shy of 40 degrees in Fredericksburg, but those temperatures are falling fast thanks to that gusty north wind that is kicking up in that front's wake. Again, still some wind gusts upwards of 25 to even 30 miles per hour so far, generally just to the north of San Antonio. Kerrville this hour clocking in a wind gust of about 23 miles per hour. I do expect those wind gusts to, yes, expand farther southward as the front moves in, but also pick up even more so as we head into the afternoon and evening hours. You can see nothing really out there on radar in our neck of the woods. It is worth mentioning that closer to the Abilene area earlier this morning and the DFW area, there were a few snow flurries that were able to survive the journey farther down to the south. We're still not overly expecting that here in our neck of the woods, even if, and that's a big if, we were to find a snow flurry in the hill country, we are not expecting any travel impacts. So that is the good news there. As we were talking about earlier, where there are plenty of travel impacts, where there's more widespread snow and some rain across the upper Midwest, stretching over into the plains as well in the Great Lakes region as that parent area of low pressure continues to make its way farther down to the east. That is what's sending this cold air into our region here, and we'll continue to see those temperatures drop over the next several hours. So here's the latest KSAT Futurecast depicting what temperatures are going to do throughout the remainder of this Thursday. You can see by 3 p.m. we're already approaching the freezing mark across the hill country. We're in the 40s here in San Antonio. I think this front moves through Bexar County in between the 1 to 2 p.m. time frame. By around sunset, we're already near the freezing mark here in town. Those temperatures will continue to fall through the overnight hours. A hard freeze is expected for the vast majority of our area by wake up time tomorrow. And when you factor in these wind gusts upwards of 40 to even 45 miles per hour at times, that's going to really impact our wind chill values as well. As those temperatures fall below freezing, when you factor in that gusty north wind, it's possible and in fact expected that we wake up to single-digit wind chill values, feels like temperatures, first thing tomorrow morning. Hard freeze preps, hopefully we've gotten them done. Make sure to bring the potted plants and of course the pets inside as well. And as we continue to see these temperatures drop, if you scan this QR code here, it's going to take you to a link where you can download our KSAT Weather Authority app. And we're actually going to go live on our app at about 1:30 as we see this front move through Bexar County. So join us there to get the latest on those current conditions. But again, starting off tomorrow morning, hard freeze expected in the teens, upper teens here in Bexar County, some low teens possible across the hill country there. So remember to protect the 4 Ps. Also a good idea to turn your sprinklers off as well. And then as we head into tomorrow afternoon, those temperatures here in San Antonio are expected to climb just above freezing thanks to the sunshine in place. A couple more hard freezes expected Christmas Eve morning into Christmas morning, but then with more sunshine, those afternoon temperatures will continue to warm. So because of that, this is nothing compared to what we saw last February, so that is good, but we do need to make sure that we protect everything with those hard freezes headed our direction, guys.
Thank you so much, Mia.
Award-winning movies, record-setting albums, romances and breakups, and arrests. 2022 was a busy year in Hollywood. CNN's David Daniel looks at the year in entertainment.
Everyone was talking about the slap heard round the world when Will Smith, who would win an Oscar later that night, slapped show host Chris Rock after the comedian made a joke about Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. The same night, Coda became the first movie released by a streaming platform ever to win the Best Picture Oscar, and Troy Kotsur just the second deaf performer to win an Academy Award. The first was his Coda co-star, Marlee Matlin, 35 years earlier.
I need you to listen to me. They're lying about everything.
The psychological thriller Don't Worry, Darling was overshadowed by buzz about off-screen entanglements and disputes involving director and co-star Olivia Wilde, her romantic partner Harry Styles, and star Florence Pugh. The buzz was better for Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, who got married 18 years after breaking off their first engagement.
Johnny promised me he would ruin me.
Amber Heard and Johnny Depp sued each other for defamation amid claims of abuse during their marriage from both parties, which both denied. After a 7-week trial, a jury found both liable for defamation, but awarded Depp significantly more damages than Heard. Ezra Miller pleaded no contest in March to disorderly conduct in Hawaii and was fined, then pleaded not guilty in October to burglary and petty larceny charges in Vermont involving an alleged home invasion. That case is ongoing.
Do you now regret saying DEFCON 3 on Jewish people? Are you sorry you said that?
No.
I think it matters. You should be.
Absolutely not.
Ye, formerly Kanye West, kept winding up in the news, from repeated anti-Semitic statements to harassing his ex-wife Kim Kardashian's then-boyfriend Pete Davidson. Ye and Kim settled their divorce in November. Shakira found herself fighting tax fraud charges in Spain, where prosecutors are seeking an 8-year prison sentence plus fines. The singer denies the allegations.
It's me. I'm the problem, it's me.
Taylor Swift became the first artist to occupy all top 10 spots on the Hot 100 Billboard chart at the same time, with songs from her latest album, Midnights. Her fans were less successful at snagging seats for Swift's The Eras tour. Overwhelming demand for tickets basically broke Ticketmaster's website, leading to a lawsuit and a congressional investigation. The company apologized for the ticketing debacle.
Good morning, aviators. This is your captain speaking.
The year's biggest movie was Top Gun: Maverick, and it wasn't even close. Despite a nearly 3-year delay due to production issues and the pandemic, the sequel racked up $716 million in domestic ticket sales, more than $300 million more than any other film released this year, even before it was re-released in December.
I was ready to be an actress.
And the entertainment world lost some giants in 2022, including stage and screen legend Angela Lansbury, country music queen Loretta Lynn, singer and actress Olivia Newton-John, and Oscar winner Sidney Poitier, who redefined the industry for black performers. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
And if we don't know by later tonight, winter is in full effect, and so are those yucky viruses. This year, there's a triple threat with cases of the flu, COVID, and RSV going around. Coming up today at 5:12 on your sides, Marilyn Moritz has a guide on keeping you and your family healthy this holiday season.